Governor Alex Otti is worse than all past PDP governors in Abia State. The current mismanagement of funds in Abia State today by Governor Alex Otti is worse and nothing to compare with the past government in Abia State. Please make sure you share this video. Make sure you share this video. Share this video now. Drop a comment and tell us what you think about this video. Don't forget to follow Casa TV on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you watch this video to the end. Drop a comment and tell us where you are watching this video from. Don't forget to react to this video. Thank you.
We all agreed and we believe that PDP administration is the worst thing that happened to Abia State, or one of the bad news we had in Abia State. PDP's 20 years of administration left us with pain in our hearts. PDP messed up the state, and that is the reason we seek for this change, or we seek this change that we have today. But I want to tell you in all sincerity that what this government of Governor Alex Otti has done is nothing compared to what the PDP government has done, and the reason we rejected them. We cannot, just like you're married, you're a woman and you got married, and your husband treated you badly, and a man came along to promise you marriage and said he would do it right, and you decide to marry the new wife, the new husband, and the same thing happened, or it even became worse. And when you complain, the new husband will ask you, when your old husband did it, what did you do? It's an affront to all of us. We did not, elect this governor to make excuses. We did not elect this governor to remind us the pain of the PDP. What his administration has done, the mismanagement of fund in this administration is nothing compared to what happened in the PDP administration. And I can tell you that, I can prove it. I am not scared. So we say enough is enough. Abia's embrace for the reality. 7th of April 2025, the protest commences in Abia State. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Good afternoon, Abians. Good afternoon, Nigerians. Good afternoon, everybody, depending wherever you are watching me right now. I want to welcome you to today's live broadcast. Well, my name is Don Norman Obina. I am the convener for Abians for Good Governance, AGG. Now, I say once more, thank you for being part of us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for devoting your time to this broadcast. Thank you for spending your data. Of course, I have to tell you that I appreciate this so much. It is our fight to liberate Abia once and for all from the hand of our enemies. And I want to assure you that our efforts shall never be in vain. That I can assure you, because God is on our side. When you are fighting a good job, a good and just cause, the Lord will always see you through. Like I told you, my name is Don Norman Obina. Before I start the live broadcast, I want to thank all the whole Abians, and I want to use this opportunity to thank the whole opposition leaders in Abia State. Of course, you are doing very, very well. All of you saw what happened between President Bola Tinubu and Governor Alex Otti yesterday at the Aso Rock. The president lambasted him for staying in his bedroom to govern a state like Abia State. It's an affront. Whichever way to look at it, I call it an affront. Abia State people, we are never conquered. We were not conquered as a people, and we can never be conquered. What happened was that a certain man won an election in Abia State, and we must give him kudos for winning an election in Abia State. But the truth of the matter is that when you win an election in the state, it does not give you the right to become people's oppressors. It gives you the opportunity to be their leader and govern them accordingly. Well, Abia State has enough resources. Enough. We are not in austerity measure like Bola Tinubu said. Abia State is a state that receives approximately or not of 20 billion naira every month. We are not in austerity measure. Every Abian has no reason to struggle. Every Abian has no reason to suffer. We have no reason whatsoever, quote me, to say Abians should go to bed, with empty stomach. Let me quickly start the program right now. Now you remember that, or you recalled that on 21st of January 2025, the AGG held a global press conference. Recall that what you did in that press conference was simple. We analyzed Governor Otti's administration so far, how positive it has affected the people, and to ensure that there is harmony between the governed, and the governor. We, itemize or applying 6 demands. We believe that when implemented, Abia State will be on that threshold of recovery. Now, that 30 days ultimatum expired some months back, and we gathered, myself, members of the AGG, few of them who were around that day, and the FENRAD. We also met with the NUP executive in Abia State, and we said, okay, that there's a need because of government bureaucratic bottleneck. There's a need to extend that into 7 days. As you all know, the 7 days elapsed on the 7th of March 2025, and today is 11th, I guess. So this sort of government, listening to our prayers, the government seem to be adamant, very, very adamant in what we say, and that leaves us with no choice. But before I can commence, I want to also recap and let Abians know these demands that were made from our government. One, we say that the governor has to pay the sacked civil servants. That includes the permanent secretaries, the HODs, the HOS, and the directors that were sacked about 20 months ago when Governor Otti, became the governor of the state. Bible says that a worker deserves his wage or his wages. So, on that premise, we say that we do not see the reason why the Abia State government will continue to owe these people. We do not see the reason why the Abia State government will continue to owe these people. I am not a civil servant by the grace of God, but if you are not here and you are listening to me right now, or whether you are a civil servant, you know that if we fail to nip this anomaly, if we need to nip it now, that it will affect us in the future. It's an unwanted precedent that this present Abia State government is setting, and we're going to say no, or we are saying no to it. Now, the first thing we did was to ask the Abia State government to pay them their salaries, pay them their entitlements. If you sack them, you deserve the right, you have the authority to sack anybody you want to sack. But the wise thing to do, the most honorable thing to do, is when you sack, you pay them. Now we are asking that the state government should, as a matter of urgency, pay these people. Unfortunately, the 30 days elapsed, and the 7 days also, additional day we added, also elapsed, and then the state government failed to do that. So it simply means that they are not ready to listen to the voice of the masses. Now the second option, the second demand we made was for the state governor to reverse the forceful forfeiture of the pension gratuities and arrears. As worse as PDP government is in Abia State, as useless as that government it was in Abia State, they never got to this level. They never get to the level of asking somebody to forfeit his life insurance. Because as far as I'm concerned, as far as reasonable Abians are concerned, we know it's unacceptable. If you're listening to me this hour, you're a civil servant, you're listening to me, know that this fate will befall you if you fail to act today. If your mother is a civil servant in Abia State, your father is a civil servant, your brother, your uncle is a civil servant in Abia State, know that their fate today in the hands of this present government is not secure at all. Their future isn't secure at all. Their future is not secure at all. Now, if you are a pensioner, or you are, unfortunately, like I told you, Abia State government under the leadership of Governor Otti failed to do this. Now, the third one we asked was the disclosure of every facility, or all those projects that the Governor Otti's government claimed 20 billion naira and over 200 billion naira. What am I saying? Over 300 billion naira of a state fund. We know about the irrigation facilities. We know about the research center. We know about the ICT center. We talk about even the 68 billion naira that the government spent in 2024 in renovating a non-existent secondary schools or primary schools or whatever schools in Abia State. If the Abia State House of Assembly is still functional and active, if not that this Abia State government, Abia State House of Assembly, decided to make themselves, a deadwood, I don't see reason why this is not really a pitchable offense. That one of the government spokesmen came on radio station to say that they paid workers, they paid the contractors up front. Who does that? That is an indictment. It should be taken seriously. So we are saying that Abia State government should show us where these things are, especially the ICT center. These are the research center. These are income generating assets, and the right of citizens to know where these things are. It's sacrosanct. So we are saying that Abia State government should, as a matter of urgency, show us where these things are located. But we've waited for almost 50 days now since we made this demand. The state government has remained adamant. There's nothing going on anywhere. We don't even know the next step to take, because from all indication, there is no ICT center, there is no research center, there is nothing on ground, to prove that Abia State government actually spend this money wisely. Now, for demand was for the governor Otti, to leave his house in Umvosi and return to Umuahia, government house Umuahia. Abia State Umuahia has 2 government houses. We have 2 government houses in Abia State here, Umuahia. We have the old government house and we have the new government house. I do not see the reason why Governor Otti will continue to govern Abia State from his bedroom. Thank God that President Tinubu said that yesterday. Abia State is not a poor state. This is not the time of Governor Teodoji, former Governor Teodoji Kalu, former Governor Oji Kalu, or former Governor Kezipa. So where I will have a mega fact allocation where we will receive about 5 or 6 billion naira, maximum. We are talking about a quadruple or tripled fact and jack allocation for a state that receives 20 billion naira every month. The Abia State governor has no reason whatsoever to govern Abia State from his bedroom. It is not acceptable. The thing has killed businesses in Abia State. Umuahia today is like a ghost town. Nothing is happening here. If you're running a hospitality business, whatever, nothing is happening in Abia State. There is no money in circulation in Umuahia. There's no factory. There's no business ongoing here. So we are saying that returning to any of this government house is non-negotiable. It is non-negotiable. Now, let me jog your memory a little. As I speak to you today, Governor Otti is busy, expanding his property in Umvosi, his house in Umvosi, expanding, buying land. And in fact, somebody even told me that they have a golf course, probably, or the swimming pool, Olympic-sized swimming pool, or what do you call it again? This lawn tennis court. My question is this: after Governor Otti is gone, because he's not going to be the governor of Abia State, and return to the government house Umuahia. Now, the fifth one was the opening of Abia Garment and the Shoe Factory, and also the Abia Specialist Hospital, which former Governor Kezipa built and equipped. Sometime ago, I think probably 2 weeks ago, I posted that on my Facebook page to telling Abians how we have this kind of hospital, and it was 100 billion naira every year. So it means that the action of that state government to lock that place, seal up that place without explanation, it's a serious concern, because this is an income generated asset that we are losing 100 billion naira every month, every year. Now let's say we have lost 200 billion naira because of something we do not know about. Now, the last time in 2024, when the NBS came out with their statistics, it shows that the state unemployment rate is the highest in Nigeria, 18.7%. And we cannot have such a place, and artisans are not allowed to use them. So we are saying that the governor should do these things. Let me even tell you now, remove the FMC in Umuahia, and you will notice that the mortality rate in Abia State will increase significantly. There's no functional hospital, despite the fact that Governor Otti said that his government has spent 60 billion naira on renovating facilities in Abia State. There's no functional hospital in Abia State. The Hospital Hospital, there's a project going on in the Hospital Hospital now, and as I can tell you authoritatively that project is being carried out by the World Bank. Oxygen plant. The World Bank is building oxygen plants in Hospital General Hospital. It's also, they are doing such a project also in Jos. The project is not a state government project. It is a World Bank project, and that is the only thing that is going on. Except that the only other thing that is functional in that hospital is the mortuary. Nothing is happening on Hospital General Hospital. Then you begin to wonder, where did you spend this 60 billion naira? Is it only in printing? Is it only in printing? So in this time of the day, thank God that President Tinubu has said that, that's confirmed what I've been saying, that Abia State has enough money to spend. We have enough to share. But today, money is not circulating in the state. I don't know what has happened to that velocity of funds that we are told during campaign. Today, there's no money in this state. There's no money in circulation. People are suffering and smiling. And when you go, some people, anyway, I don't blame some sort of people, because you need to try to understand what development is before you begin to tell us what is development. Some people say he's building road. What road are you building? Anyway, that is even by the way. Now, the sixth one we asked was compliance with the Supreme Court judgment to allow the local governments to work with their funds. A local government like Abia North, where I come from, makes about 400 million naira or above every month. So in a year, we realize over 4.8 billion in this local government. You cannot go to anywhere like Abia North and see a serious project of 1 billion naira ongoing. The local government chairman cannot execute any project. They cannot even do anything. All they have done is to so close to give to people here. They collect money from women that sell people at the Shigate there. That is the way we generate funds. That they say, whereas the state, none of them can borrow money. None can borrow money. Today, before Gezi Paso left, some civil servants were promoted in 2021. When Governor Lesotho became the governor of the state, he reversed that and asked Accountant General to pay with the old salary structure. As I speak to you today, nobody has received leave allowance or promotion or be promoted in Abia State, and it's not going to even happen until the end of this tenure. Some people will say, why the civil servants are not? What do you expect them to say? Because they will be sacked. But the duty of the AGG, Agents for Good Governance, is to speak for them. Because our duty is to speak for those who cannot speak and act for those who cannot act. So after consultations, after all these things were said and done, we were convinced that the state government is not ready to implement all these things, because they didn't even meet us or any of our demands. They didn't meet us, at the halfway. So on that premise, we gathered and we concluded that we have to take action. Although it's a very painful action, although it is painful, but it has become necessary. Therefore, as the convener of the Agents for Good Governance, and the power vested on me as the convener, I declare 7th of April 2025 a statewide protest in Abia State. That the protest will commence on the 7th and end on 11th. So it is going to be a 1 week or a week long protest, which will commence on the 7th of April. So as we go about to mobilize our people, I want to also assure Abians that it's going to be a peaceful protest, but it's going to be a robust protest for that matter. So we are going to, send a notification to all relevant security agencies in Abia State. I'm sure by the close of work today or tomorrow morning, our secretary will be able to deliver letters to them. So I want to encourage all Abians to come out in mass so that we rescue our state. It has become necessary that we do that. This is a non-partisan arrangement. It is for the good of Abians, and we are saying that for me and for the rest of us in Abia State, that a week protest is going to be the beginning of our agitation in the state to ensure that the right thing is done. So I want to use this opportunity to thank Abians who listened to me this hour. I want to thank everyone who spent their data and their time to listen to me. The best thing the right thing shall be done in Abia State. And before I leave, I will tell you something today. We all agreed and we believe that PDP administration is the worst thing that happened to Abia State, or one of the bad news we had in Abia State. PDP's 20 years of administration left us with pain in our hearts. PDP messed up the state, and that is the reason we seek for this change, or we seek this change that we have today. But I want to tell you in all sincerity that what this government of Governor Otti has done is nothing compared to what the PDP government has done, and the reason we rejected them. We cannot, just like you are married, you're a woman and you got married, and your husband treated you badly, and a man came along to promise you marriage and said he will do it right, and you decide to marry the new wife, the new husband, and the same thing happened, or it even became worse. And when you complain, the new husband will ask you, when your old husband did it, what did you do? It's an affront to all of us. We did not elect this governor to make excuses. We did not elect this governor to remind us the pain of the PDP. What his administration has done, the mismanagement of fund in this administration is nothing compared to what happened in the PDP administration. And I can tell you that, I can prove it. I am not scared. So we say enough is enough. Abia's embrace for the reality. 7th of April 2025, the protest commences in Abia State. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.